And then there's Captain Amazon of the Endeavour. It is my opinion that the Borg are as close to pure evil as any race we've ever encountered. Pure evil, pure evil.
The Borg. The Borg. Is the Borg evil? Do you agree with Janeway's quote from the Starfleet captain that the Borg are pure evil? It's something I think we've all kind of grappled with, we've all thought about ever since the introduction of the Borg, of the collective back in the Next Generation days with the episode Q Who. And believe it or not, that was the second season, the episode Q Who. That's how far back we go when the Borg were introduced. We had several other great episodes. The most popular and probably famous, of course, is The Best of Both Worlds, with the introduction, the assimilation of Picard as Locutus. I am Locutus of Borg. Who could forget that? I won't. I can't. So, but the big question, I guess the big moral, ethical, substantive, even you could quote, talk about religious, supernatural, all the concepts about evil, about what evil is and what it does. So, for example, if you're a very religious person, you might look at the concept of evil as being a more of a purely sort of God, the devil, heaven, and hell, in terms of those, contrasts, religious concepts of good and evil. If you're more secular, if you're not a religious person, you could say what murder is, what a Holocaust, that everyone sort of always goes to Hitler, of course, the Nazis as evil, and Nazi Germany and the Holocaust and the extermination of so many people as being evil. No one would disagree with that. Then if you want to flash back way into the past, maybe the Roman Empire, the Mongol Empire. The bottom line is we're dealing with things that are so big, they're so all-encompassing. Again, Holocaust, war, just any war. You could argue that in any war there's so many atrocities and the evil of war. So now with the Borg, we've got a collective, an empire, a race, a people who continually want to expand, right? They want to recruit. They want to expand their empire and recruit, or in their case, they call it assimilation. We want you to join up. We want you to join us. One of my favorite horror movies, Evil Dead. Join us. Join us. So the Borg keep that siren call. And if you don't want to do it voluntarily, you get assimilated. You get the vampire-like tubules right into your body, and you're now a Borg drone. Or you become like Locutus, is more, with it, and he has more wherewithal and more, I guess, free will, a little bit, just as a spokesman for the Borg. So, it's one of those things in Star Trek where you could say, well, it's a human concept that we're imposing on an alien race. But since the Borg are composed of so many races, right? They're comprised of that. They're fabricated and made. Their assimilation ranks are from everybody. Klingon, Romulan, Breen, Bajoran, Ferengi, and then I remember did see a Ferengi drone. I don't think he'd be really kind of short and always running for money now. But and humans, of course, and Cardassians. But the list is, the bottom line is that this is just not one people. They become all one because of the assimilation. And then, of course, who is their monarch, their leader, their evil ruler, and that's of course the Queen. Now, what's very interesting is people could say, well, she's a queen, she's a leader, but she doesn't really have free will as well, because she's she's ruling over the collective, and it's bigger than the monarchy, than her rule. The concept of the Borg and the resistance is futile. The attainment and the pursuit of perfection, that's bigger than the Borg Queen. And I would say that's true. Is the Borg Queen powerful? Sure, she can order, her Borg drones, her cubes, what have you. But in the end, isn't she sort of leashed and sort of shackled by the Borg Collective in a larger sense. So, the Borg, are they pure evil? Are they just evil? Are they baddies? I really struggle to remember to list any Star Trek race, or maybe even any science fiction race, period, that is close to pure evil than the Borg. So what do you think? Give us your thoughts. Give us your feedback. Assimilate with us. And maybe we can find out just how the Borg can be transformed to good. I don't think it's ever going to happen. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.